Delighted to be joined by the Strategy and Partnerships Manager for Greyhound Home in UK. It's Gail May. Gail, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Very well, thanks. Yeah, looking forward to hearing all about what Greyhound Home in UK are all about. What is the aim of this organisation?
What we're trying to do is to market greyhounds as pets predominantly, make sure everybody knows what amazing pets they make. And obviously, along the way, to do that, we're going to try and pull as many homing centres, etc., together to make sure that that happens and that the dogs get their forever homes as quickly as possible. We all know that nearly all greyhounds are homed successfully, but it's the fact that it's not quick enough. So that's what we're trying to do, speed things up.
What are the key messages that you're hoping to get into the public's consciousness?
Really, that they are the most fantastic pets. There is a home for there is a greyhound for every home. There is a greyhound for every family style. So, everybody can have one. They're so easy to look after. They are the most chilled creatures you'll ever meet. They're not high maintenance. They don't need loads of exercise. All those things that are often said, but we've got a bigger platform to get that message out. That's the aim.
I mean, they say as well, when you take a greyhound into your life, you have to give up a sofa. Is that true?
It's absolutely true. And you have to watch the TV through four legs that are stretched up in the air and gradually come down. But it's a small price to pay for the amazing companions they are. And it's not just about them being lazy. Everybody talks about that side of it, but I regularly go out on walks for a couple of hours, and I know loads of people that do that as well. So again, it's that idea that there is one to suit every lifestyle. It's not just the people who want a quiet companion.
Now, you said about working with the homing centres. Have they been receptive to what Greyhound Home in UK is all about?
Absolutely. I think there was an initial suspicion of us. We were new. We'd come out of absolutely from nowhere. And I think a lot of people, when I approached them, thought it was going to cost them money to join us. So once I'd got a few on board, it's been a lot easier. We've now got 22 independent centres on board with us and the whole of the Greyhound Trust, their 30 branches. So it's really gained momentum, which is fantastic because the more dogs we have that we're promoting, then the better chance there is of people who are looking for a dog can get their ideal match.
Now, how are Greyhound Home in UK actually supporting the homing centres?
The biggest thing is the adoption platform that we've been developing. I say we, not my technical skills, but I've helped with the ideas. And it's basically a right move for greyhounds.
Okay.
So the homing centres are uploading their dogs onto our site, and with all of our marketing channels, etc., we're going to promote the hell out of it. And people go on there, they filter by their circumstances, so to get the right dog. And then the homing centres are alerted. The homing centres then do what they do best, which is match the people with their perfect dog. So, together we can make this work.
We certainly can. I'm excited to see the adoption platform because that is going to be a game changer.
I hope so. Yes, it launches on the 11th of April. So we will have a lot of dogs on the site by that time. I think it's fair to say we won't have as many as we always want. We're always going to want more, but over the next few weeks, we will be making sure that that number builds, and hopefully, it will make a big difference because we can keep trying to get more homing centre spaces, but we all know that would just shift the problem.
Yeah.
So actually, what it's about is getting more homes. And I think we're in a really good position to do that right now.
I completely agree. Now, for those very small number of greyhounds that can't be rehomed, what happens to them?
Well, they will remain in trainers' kennels or more likely in homing centres. And they'll be the dogs that potentially are sponsored dogs. So they get everything they would normally get, but maybe there's one or more people who can't have a dog at home who will perhaps pay for those dogs. The reason you get dogs in that situation is perhaps they may have a long term health issue. which means they're perhaps not suitable for homing. So very occasionally, greyhounds just can't adapt to home life. It's just not for them. So they're happier in a kennel environment. And even more rarely, you might get one or two that perhaps have a bit of aggression,
Mm.
perhaps as in any breed, and it's just not responsible to home those dogs. So they're given a happy life where they're used to, basically.
Now back to Greyhound Homing UK. How can people get involved with maybe events that are coming up?
Well, we're trying to pair up with homing centres in attending events. We're dual branding some events like Essex Show, Suffolk Show, are ones that are already in the pipeline. But coming up imminently, we've got the Derby. We're going to be doing a huge amount of fundraising. We're going to have collections at the track. We're going to have a Just Giving page or similar to ask people to donate as they have very kindly in previous years if they're not at the track. We're hoping to have a big prize draw. So yeah, lots of things to try and raise money for those centres that need it, and then we can hopefully buy them the things that they could do with to make life easier for them.
And finally, where can people find the information about Greyhound Home in UK now?
Well, we've got the dedicated website, greyhoundhomeinuk.com, and all over our social media channels. So it's very hard to miss, and hopefully it will become harder.
Brilliant work. That is Gail May, who is working very hard to rehome all of our retired athletes. And you can find out more on greyhoundhominguk.com.